Ladies and gentlemen, we greet all of you on a rather chilly Tuesday morning. We are here at Tills Crescent Sports Grounds and we are watching some cricket. And that's how we're going to plan to keep ourselves warm today. You are with us on Pitch Vision as we bring you the presentation of Blind Cricket South Africa's T20 National Tournament. Today, we are witnessing a match between Limpopo Novus and they'll be taking on Northerns. It ought to be a very exciting match, a very quick match, and a match that should be played at a blistering pace. And that's because, as you can see the weather, we were rain interrupted for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Therefore, the match we'll be watching will be played between 2 9-over innings. Winning the toss and electing to bat are Limpopo Novus, and they'll have 9 overs to set a score for Northerns. Limpopo come from a crushing loss yesterday in this very same ground against KZN. Failing to take on a coastal team, now they have a chance to take on an inland team. Can they do something against Northerns here and boost and take confidence from their first match, which they won? Let's strap our seatbelts. You are with me, Mpendulo Makubane, taking you on a ball-by-ball trip of this match. And starting off with the ball is Ditotlo Sebake. Ditotlo Sebake with the ball, number 14, bowling to Henry Masha. A B2 level bowler is Ditotlo. Coming in around the wicket, Austin Mahake is now with the blade. Ooh, just sliding past it. Needing to be very careful are the fielders. With a slight flurry of rains and showers earlier on this morning which greeted us, the field is still a bit slippery. So it's an added condition for the players to take on as Sebaka continues. Ooh, that's a good ball from Sebaka. Readjusting his line, going outside that off stump. Going for a wild swing was Masha. Missing it completely. And it's still 2 for no loss. A slower delivery bowled from Sebake, taking its own time to reach the bat of Masha. Wamasha Mfana took a march down the field, the pitch, went for a swing, getting a wild edge, no run. Reversing his sweep and a risky shot taken, going into the air, but straight to the man at cover. 1 run. The wind is coming very sharply here. The players will be a little bit cold, trying to warm themselves up. Sebake losing his line just a little bit. Good stop from the man coming from short mid-wicket, B1 fielder. Happiness from the over from Northerns. 5 runs out of it. And to start off the match, we have Limpopo Novus. They took on the strike and they're on 4 runs. 2 runs for Henry Masha. Austin Mahake, 2 runs. This is day 3 of the Blind Cricket South Africa competition. The very best around the country, ranging from the Western Cape, Eastern Cape, KZN, Free State, Limpopo, Northwest, Gauteng, splits by both the Northerns and the Central Gauteng Lions. So we have an array of talent showcased from all over the country right here in the land of Durban. And we have the pleasure of bringing it to you, and we thank you for joining us in this broadcast. New bowler coming in from the east end. We apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Just few technical glitches from our side that we're looking to sort out. Nonetheless, we continue bringing in you this action. We have the new bowler coming through, Sam Makane, and he will be bowling to Michael Mokonderere, coming right arm over the wicket. Mokonderere is the new man in the crease, still looking to get a bit of an update. Ooh, there was a chance for a second run out coming there. Sam Makane bowling it outside the off stump. They ran for a confusing single, but they ended up making it. Thankfully enough for them, they still preserve their wicket. We have Sam Makane now with the ball as the batter is just counting his steps, seeing what's happening in and around the match. It's Henry Masha. Goes for a wild swing as Makane pitches it outside the off stump. It's not signalled as a wide. Advancing down the track, smashing it straight to the man at mid-wicket. A fantastic stop by him. What great work from Bandile Nkosi. B1 fielder making a complete stop. And that's how we end the second over of the match. The score updates are still coming for all of us. But the main fact is that only 1 wicket is gone. 2 overs are finished. And we have the continuation. It's Matt Geertsen. Matt Geertsen, he's the number 14 bowler. He bowled the first over as well. So he's coming around the wicket. Right armour, has a little bit of a short run up. He's a B3 bowler. Bowling to Masha. Comes down the track again. Fantastic stop from Geertsen. Very good stop as the ball was coming back. Masha is very happy to use his feet, using it excellently there to come down the track, but met with a good stop. Luckily enough, he gets a run for his quality shot, bringing back on strike Mukonderere. The ball is moving away from the batter. Bowling it across the line of the stumps is Geertsen. So it seems to be working for now. Very interesting shots produced there from Mukonderere. The ball was bowled way out, way behind the batter, but he found a way to meet the ball as it was just about to go past, and he finds a way to send it to the third man as well. So it's 1 run conceded. Quicker ball being released from Geertsen. Goes for a mild appeal. It's just 1 run that has been added to the score. Mukonderere back on strike. The ball is bowled straight from Max Geertsen. It's swept down to behind square. Just 1 run added to the score. And because he is a B1 player, B1 players have a multiplier on how they score the run. So if the ball comes from the bat and they run for it, the score is multiplied by 2. But it doesn't work for boundaries. Boundaries still count as 4 and 6. But any running in between the wickets will be doubled. So 2 runs to end the over. After 3, we have the score for Limpopo. They are on 15, having lost only 1 wicket. We are back on track on how all the proceedings will be going. Appeal coming from behind the stumps as the ball is charging down, going behind the leg stump though, forcing Mukonderere to have a feel of where his stumps is. Don't want to be missing those, don't want to know where the ball is coming, because he reaches for that one, playing it through the cover with 1 hand even, looking like a tennis forehand. He gets 2 runs for his team. Coming down the pitch again was Masha. This time hitting the toe end of the bat. No run as a good bowling performance being displayed. It seems to be working here. Sam Makane. Halfway through the fourth over. Speed on the ball. Accuracy as well. But reaching the ball quicker. It's a no ball. It's a fantastic line that was presented outside that off stump. So close. Makane again with a good line. The ball is worked away to mid-on and it's a single that has been stolen, moving the score to 19. Henry Marsha, who started the match, he is on 7. Eking out those balls though to get himself going. Maybe it's about to release himself. But right now, Mkonderere is on strike. A very slow ball being delivered. And as he runs down the track, the runner from Marsha costs the wicket. He was already halfway down the pitch even before the ball was played, and there was no way he could make himself back. Mkonderere placed the ball straight into the palms of Makane. And Makane, hyperly aware of the man not being at home, he takes over it and boom, the stumps go. The second wicket lost for Limpopo. It's 19 for 2, as in 2 unfortunate runouts cost the team their wickets. We told you the game is about to get going now, but it got going with an unfortunate mistake and misjudgment from the runner. Too excited. But at the same time, the pressure is starting to tell. After 4 overs, the team is scoring at under 5 runs and over. It's a 9-over inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 9-over inning, so there is no time to waste. Mkonderere is still on strike though. The ball coming down the leg side. The new man not even moving as he's aware of what happened in the last ball. But that was the end of the 4th over. It's 19 for 2 are Limpopo Novus after winning the toss and electing to bat. With the ball not being the leather seam over a cork, with the ball not being obligated to bounce, they rolling the ball through. The conditions play less of a manner in terms of the weather and how the ball moves from the bowler's hand. It's not as effective. Kenneth Mabela coming through around the wickets with his right armers, just missing the pitch. Signaled for a no ball for the ball rolling off the pitch. Must bowl that again. Coming down to the leg side. The runner is coming through and they exchange it as it's a safe single from Limpopo. Cold breeze just coming through. It always feels as if the rain is gonna come, so the only rain we want to have is a rain of runs or a rain of wickets, which wasn't the case with that particular ball. The ball miscued and misfielded, but no run taken from the team. Bit more cautious in how they use their runs. Cost them 2 wickets so far. They don't want to be losing wickets because of such miscommunication, especially in a format of the game and a version of the game where communication is so key. And what Mkonderere will want is communication between his bat and that ball. Mabela bowling pretty well, only 2 runs so far from his 3-ball over. Going very straighter, just outside the off stump. What a good ball that was. Mukonderere is struggling to make do here with the ball coming across him. So it's as if, as he's about to reach, the ball just runs away from the toe end of his bat. But also, he's standing very far away from where the stumps are. Ooh, the ball almost kissing those stumps. With him opening up his stance, the bowler followed him. It's very hard to play the ball away when it's coming for the feet. Deflected nearly to the stumps. Going for the same strategy again there was Mabela. This time it doesn't work as it goes behind the heels and it's a wide delivery. Interesting shot selection. He's favouring this one-hand usage of the bat, but it reaps no rewards to end the 5th over. Struggles for Limpopo. Yesterday it was even bigger struggles against the host and team in KwaZulu-Natal. They scored 53 runs in an allotment of 15 overs. Very difficult for them to find the momentum to score the runs, and they'll be hoping that with the last 4 overs of this inning, they'll be able to change their fortunes. %40 of the overs must be bowled by B1 players, so this means with 9 overs being played, 4 of those overs must be bowled by B1 players. And that's why we have Bandile Nkosi, who is in charge of the rock. Gaugelo Mayepa with the wood. What can he do for his team? They need him to strike now. Fans are watching on the sidelines. Unfortunately, the camera cannot pan out that far. But we are here to tell you the tales of what is happening at Tulls Crescent Sports Ground. Settling himself is the bowler, settling himself is the batter. On he comes Nkosi. Nkosi goes for the feet. Mayepa sweeps it around the corner. Just 1 run. Tsagile Nkosi is standing on that short fine leg. The number 3 fielder just making that collection. Thank goodness for these shirt numbers, taking them for granted, but they're such key identifiers in making sure that we speak of the right players. Mukonderere now is on strike, and unfortunately he hasn't been able to get his things right. The ball is going away from that bat and he's really struggling to pick that ball that's far away from the stumps. His main aim is to protect those stumps. Bowlers are trying to get him away from those stumps. They did so there, but illegally, way too illegally. Breaking the laws of the game was Bandile Nkosi. Ball running off the pitch. Will be wanting to compensate as he's getting assistance. Karabo Petla just giving him the answers of saying, hey man, here's where we are. Wa araba ukarabo. Here comes Nkosi, getting the cues from his wicket keeper. Another no ball, but we can see now it's as if Mukonderere heard us and we were speaking about him. He's now reaching for those balls. Will Bandile Nkosi spot the gap and say, let's go straighter now, and fool him a little bit? Halfway through the over. It's in the air, and Mukonderere, after his struggles, 18 balls for his 10 runs, pops it up into the air, and short extra cover completes the job. Third wicket falls for Limpopo. He was going for the big one after he finally makes the connection with the bat and the ball. But man, did it make the connection with the fielder's palms before it touched the ground as well. And therefore, the catch completes the wicket. Mokonderere falls for 10 after 18. Limpopo are in a deep hole right now. It's a very deep hole. But all it takes is a few incredible shots and excellent bowling in return in order to be able to defend a low score. But they'll be wanting to pump on those runs as much as they possibly can. But the new player is coming on now. He was the runner. He'll be wanting to redeem his honor here for Limpopo. Tokwane is our new man. Bandile Nkosi bowls it wide outside the off stump, rolls off the pitch, and it's signaled for a no ball. Tokwane on strike, and Nkosi ready for it. Ooh, how was that for an effort? How was that for an effort? Diving for it to his right, almost snatching it. Will count as a dropped catch, but that will count as run stopped too. Fantastic effort. Tokwane almost giving away his wicket from the get-go. The lines have been fixed by Bandile Nkosi. Another one that's popped through into the air. Tokwane earns a single. Is this how we end the over? How will Bandile Nkosi end it though? He's not ending it with that ball. Reaching for it forever was Gaugelo Maepa. And what a good reach that was. Getting the bottom edge of the bat, and the ball rolls all the way for a boundary. It will count as good rewards for his good efforts. It was a no ball from Bandile Nkosi as the ball rolled out of the pitch. Had to go to the second pitch to reach that. And man, did he do it. And the cricket gods blessed him with a boundary. 33 for 3. Nkosi fixing his lines well. The fielder at the short mid wickets late to react. Normally B1 fielders hyper aware of where the ball is coming from the moment it sounds, and you'll see them doing a long barrier stance, which is them lying with their entire bodies. Wherever the ball hits, feel around where that area is, pick the ball up, get yourself a run out. We've seen those happen. But that's the 6th over. 36 for 3, now scoring at 6 runs and over. A run a ball, and at this rate they'll be scoring 54. They'll want more than that. 9 overs inning, 3 overs left, 18 balls. Maepa with the shot to the square leg fielder, 1 run into the scoreboard. Smashes it up into the air, does Togwane. But the ball does not have any legs. Getting stuck onto the ground the moment it landed, and it's just another single. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, knocked the app, but the time going and the runs ticking along for the scoreboard. Maepa trying to guide that behind the third man fielder. Still very slow. 38 for 3. Kenneth Mabela. Maepa goes for the same shot and it yields the very same results. Very, very, very same results and the very same frustrated after actions. Can he change it up and find a way to score here? 2 dot balls in a row. He does change it up, and look at that, finding a way to score, and look at Togwane being home, and if he wasn't, that direct hit was going to be very problematic. Good throw from the deep. Tsagile Nkosi with accuracy. Togwane with happy feet dancing down the track. Ooh, just slips on it. There does the fielder. Kwanele Makambi had reached it, just kicking it as he slipped. But that's how we end that over. 7 runs, or 7 overs gone. 40 runs, just 4 runs from the over. That is a brilliant return for Kenneth Mabela. Very brilliant returns. That run rate is being suffocated right now. Ball being hit by Limpopo Novus. Togwane finds the men who are already stationed on that mid-on area. It's in the air again from Togwane. Togwane liking the aerial route. But we talked about this yesterday, about how the conditions here at Tills, beautiful ground, scenic, trees everywhere, and just a tinged thick layer of grass in and around the field. So it's very hard for the ball to roll through, forcing the runners to run their lungs out. Stamina is required for the game of cricket as they make use of it now with a run through. It's a single. The communication between the batters seems to be better now. More assured of their running. The first 2 wickets coming by means of a run out. Togwane going for a reach, then the ball rolls out. It's a wide ball signaled by the umpire. Bandile Nkosi, left arm coming over the wickets, bowling it across the right-hander. The right-hander squirting it away. Togwane, he's halfway down the pitch. He's stuck, trying to figure out what he must do. Whew. Flashbacks of the run-outs earlier on that cost Marsha's wicket, but he makes it back home safely as Bandile Nkosi continues on. Digging the ground rather than digging at the ball. Wide delivery. Wow. Ball going across the right-hander. He reverses his sweep and he smashes it into the air. The wicketkeeper's face was almost in the way. 2 runs added to the score. Nearing that 50 mark now are Limpopo Novus. 47 for 3. Now 48 for 3 if Towane makes it home, which he eventually does. A good throw coming from Max Geertsen. And that last single will bring an end to the 8th over. It is 48 for 3. This is the very last over of the inning. Short game because of the delay. But we are delayed no longer as the game is flying past us, much like the wind that's blowing across. But at the same time, it's good times when you are having fun as the time flies upon us. And coming in to bowl the last over, number 6, Lesedi Lesufi. Right arm around the wickets, being guided through the third man areas. The wicket keeper slips. It's now 49 for 3. With 5 balls remaining in the inning. Ooh, time has gone. What can they do here, Limpopo Novus, as Towane finds another man? That's the best that he can do just for now, bringing Gaugelo Mayepa back onto the strike. Can Mayepa do something? He's been there for 14 balls, striking at 64. They'll be wanting more from him. He'll be wanting more from himself as well, given his batting. Lesufi onto the legs, but that hard work for the fine leg fielder. He has to do so much because that's where the ball is being worked on, but the batters are trying to find a space that is more finer than that. That's where the landscape is. Into the air, but straight to the mid-wicket. An easy single through now with 2 more balls remaining, and that's how they reach their 50 mark. Ooh. It's tough here for Limpopo. Less than a run a ball. Trying to squirt it to the third man. Every run counts now for Towane as Towane makes it home. Makes it home as the wicketkeeper fails to collect the ball. Now with the last ball of the inning, 52 for 3. Tries to go big. The only big he can get is through to the mid-wicket fielder who tries for a direct hit. Missing it, but nonetheless scoring at less than a run per ball. Limpopo Novus reach over number 9 on 53 for 3. How happy will Northerns be? If you are a Northern supporter, bang your chest. That was an excellent bowling performance by all the players. 3 wickets down, but the important thing is that they stifled anything that represented any form of run scoring. 53 for 3, and the target for Northerns is 54. They'll have 9 overs to do it during the innings change-up. We'll be gone for 10 minutes. Catch us back on Pitch Vision as Northern's blind cricket chase down 54 runs in 54 balls. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's Blind Cricket South Africa bringing you the T20 presentation of the national tournament. We have Limpopo Novus taking on Northerns, and Limpopo Novus was set a score. They put 53 for 3 on the board, and Northerns now have 54 balls to chase down 54 runs. Max Geertsen, he's starting off with the batting. You can see him with his orange sweatband. Starting off, the ball is quick. Bowled outside off stump, but it's too wide and it's signaled as so by the umpire. White ball called. First runs on the board, no balls bowled. Ball clattering onto the feet of Max. He's able to steal a single though. Those are the first legal runs for Northerns. The bowler is coming around, or is coming over the wicket. Henry Marsha. His right hand has a little bit of pace behind it. But now he is bowling to Karabo Petla. All is ready, all is well. The ball is outside the off stump. He guides it down to the third man area. There's nobody there. Henry Marsha is not happy as he waves his arm asking, "Where are you guys?" And it's 2 runs that are added to the score. "51 runs needed, 51 balls. Henry Marsha comes in, all is ready, and he bowls a good dot ball. Limpopo Novus clapping and acknowledging the good bowling from their bowler. They need all the help that they need. That is a no ball. The umpire is ready to signal. They were thinking about getting the run, but they thought better of it. We saw Limpopo Novus losing their 2 wickets from run-outs. Northerns will be wary that they don't want to do that for themselves. And the no ball signaled because the ball did not pitch in time. Fancy shot that is being played there by Petla. He opens the bat up and he guides it to that point area. Another single added. There's no need to rush here for Northerns. There's not much pressure so long as they do not lose those wickets. Last ball of the first over. It's ball straight into middle stump. Confusion. Very big confusion. A big appeal and it's a run out. First wicket down for Northerns. Max hitting it to the mid-wicket area. They run down halfway through the pitch, but halfway he turns around and Petla can't make it back to the non-striker's end, and that's how the first wicket falls. It's 5 for 1. And what a way to end the first over. 48 balls now remaining. 49 runs needed to win, but still 9 wickets in hand with the shortened game due to the delayed starts because of the rain. It's still gloomy though, still a little bit chilly. But the cricket is keeping us warm. We have company behind us. They're keeping us warm as well. So we're all out here enjoying the game of cricket, and we hope wherever you are live on Pitch Vision, enjoying the game as well. We have the new man coming in to bat. If I am correct, it's Kenneth Mabela, but for now, the man who's on strike, it's Max Geertsen. That's favoring that move of the ball going behind that third man area, but this time just mistiming the ball. But luckily enough, he has a chance to do it again because it was signaled as a no ball. So still, first ball of the over has not been bowled. It's Henry Marsha coming over the wickets with his right armers. A nice healthy run up met with a healthy shot from Max. Did he put some power in that or what? He sweeps it behind square and it's 4 runs for the Northerns. What a quality shot from Max. Marsha missing his line as he goes down the legs. Max opens himself up and he smashes that behind. No question about it being a boundary. And it's 11 on the board for the loss of 1 wicket. 43 runs for the victory, 48 balls in the bag. That was a very good release of pressure for Northerns. For the first time, we saw the runs that they needed go over the balls that they have. And now they have created a little bit of a gap between that equation. So they'll be wanting more of that. End of the first over. New bowler coming through. We have the new bowler Marcus Mahoka. He is a B3 bowler, so his vision is quite better than the rest as he comes in with a medium paces targeting the feet. A quick single as Max makes it home. He sweeps it behind square, and because he is a B1 player, that single is doubled. So it's 2 runs added into the score. It's 13 for 1. Marcus Mahoka now bowling to Max Geerstein. B3 to B3. Targeted area very well, and it's met by Max. A smashing shot over the head of the mid-on. Will he get home with the non-striker? That was a very close one, gentlemen. Very close one. They teased for the second. They went for it. And luckily enough, Mabela made it home. Quick delivery being bowled. And again they steal another single. We're hearing cheers from the far end saying, nice one. But it's 1 run added to the score. Northerns, they need 37 from 45 balls. Scoring rate is getting healthier and healthier now. They're currently scoring at 11 runs and over. That is more than enough. And we might see the game end in 5 overs if they continue in that manner of march. Marcus Mahoka bowls it outside the off stump, bowling it to Kenneth Mabela. Mabela diving as far as he can, and he just stops it as he fails to put any position on where the ball must go. Dot ball. Another well-played ball this time from Mabela. Outside the off stumps from Mahoka, but it's not hit hard enough for 2 runs. The field is placed in such a way that everyone who's on the offside is tight into the pitch. So the spaces are hard to find for the batters. And once they do, they're not putting enough power for the ball to go far enough. But it's 19 for 1 so far. Mahoka bowling it straight to the line of off stump. A very good shot from Max Geerstein, but it goes to the man at mid-on. Met with very good fielding as well, so overall good cricket. 1 run added to the score. 20 for 1. The mid-on fielder moves in closer. Now he's standing right next to the non-striker, so there's no one further at the deep. Everyone is hugging the pitch. Max Mahoka, he has 1 delivery left. Ooh, what a phenomenal catch! What a ridiculous catch! It was caught very close. It was popped into the air, and diving forward was Marsha. And he catches it at the short point area. What a phenomenal catch. That is outstanding. That's the 2nd wicket gone, and well deserving. The strategy working for Limpopo. They tightened the area, making it hard for them to score, forcing them to either go aerial or go really hard. It didn't work for Mabela, getting what seemed like was the edge of the bat as it just goes and dies in front of Masha, but he dives forward and completes the catch. 34 runs needed, and what a way to end the second over. 34 needed in 42 balls now. Max is on strike. And we have Shikwabane, who's now the new bowler. He is a B1 bowler, left armour rather, coming around the wicket. So the ball is coming into the right-hander. With the first ball, bowling it a bit too wide as it goes behind the legs of Max. They steal a single. Max getting some bat on that. So now it's the left-handed Lese Dilesufi against the left-handed or left-armed the left-arm bowler bowling it across the left-hander. The left-hander cross-batting it across to the square leg, and they're able to get an extra single for those efforts. Now 22 for 2 after 2.2 overs. How's that for alignment? 2-2 for 2 with 2.2. They need 32 to win, 40 balls in hand. Max Geertsen is on strike. The ball is bowled wide outside the off stump and it rolls off the pitch. It's a no ball signaled by the umpire. It's both a no ball rolling off the pitch and a front foot no ball. The umpire adjudicating the front foot no ball, so it's a free hit for Max Geertsen. Waiting for it patiently is Max, and he feels like he took charge of that. He smashes that going to the deep square leg boundary. We don't have confirmation of whether it crossed the boundary or not, but no confirmation from the fielder. So we'll count that as 2 runs. Very close to reaching the boundary. Very, very close. But we spoke about the bushiness of the pitch and of the field, so it needs a lot of effort for it to reach the boundary. It's 25 for 2. They need 29 now. 39 balls. 8 wickets. Scoring at 10 runs and over. The left armour changing his angle, coming over the wicket, still at the legs of Max. Max get it even finer behind square, and he comes back safely for 2 more runs. So he's eking out these runs very patiently as Max. Now he's on 14 after 12 balls. So he's a serious anchor at the top, getting everything moving here for Northerns. Let's say Dilesufi. Only 1 from 1, so Max taking the team on his back. Can he take them home without much damage? 27 for 2. Shikwabane comes again around the wickets with that left arm into the right-hander. Into the legs. Max seems to have gotten his eye in here. Seems to be middling it every ball. That one played deep into the cow corner. Just a single though. That's how well he hit it. Last ball of the 3rd over. To the left-handed Lese Dilesufi. Right armour Tulane Shikwabane. Bowls it to the legs of the left-hander. He's able to hit it to the vacant mid-on. They question the second run. They make it home for the second run, courtesy of the poor throw from Togwane, who ran back to collect that ball. That's how we end this over. Over number 3. 30 on the board. 2 wickets down. We have Northerns batting at 10 runs and over. And at this rate, by over number 6, the old match will be finished. It's 24 needed. 36 balls to play with, which is equivalent to 6 overs. They need to just score 4 from now in order for them to complete this victory. But most importantly, they need to preserve those 8 wickets that they have in hand. We have a change of bowler. From the far end, we have coming through Austin Machabe. Austin Machabe is a B3 bowler, and he'll be bowling to Max Geertsen. Right armour coming over the wicket. Has a short run up. Oh my goodness, and he starts with a beaming beamer. It went over the head of the batter and the wicket keeper. You have to look up into the sky to see where that ball came from, but it's a no ball signalled by the umpire. What a great start that was. Austin Machabe goes for ball number 1, number 2. Ooh, what a great dive from Henry Marsha. The ball went aerial from Max Geertsen. That mid-wicket area, he dove to his left, but he couldn't reach it, and they steal 2 runs. And a no ball again from the bowler. And this is his first legal delivery. The ball is played straight from Max Geertsen. It's 1 run, and it's now 20 runs needed for the victory. Austin Machabe. He's given away 5 runs already. Bowling to the left-hander. The wicket-keeper can't retrieve the ball as it goes behind the left-hander's feet. And it's a no ball because the ball rolled off the pitch. And they get another single because the wicket-keeper could not collect. It's now 37 for 2. Finally gets his line correct as he targets the middle stump, but Max is aware and he slices that ball up into the deep mid-wickets area. Togwane seems to be halfway between the boundary and the mid-area line, and he collects 1 run added. 16 for the victory now. 34 balls required. Smashing shots there from Lesufi. Very brilliant shots as the ball rolls away for a boundary. Yes. The ball was targeted for the leg stump and he hits it behind square. You could hear from the sound going, and it's 4 runs into the board. They now move to 42. What a great shot. Magnificent connection. And Machabe went to outside the off stump. Maybe like the 5th stump line. The left-hander has himself completely opened. His entire body is facing the bowler so that when the ball comes to his legs, he can do that smashing shot. That's why the bowler bowled it outside the off stump, making it hard for him to play it on the leg side. Max plays it. It's still big confusion because Max went back to his home. Lesufi made it to where Max was, so both the batters were in the same area. But the throw went to the wrong end as Lesufi makes it back to the non-striker. No run. And it's a dead ball because Max was not ready. What entertaining stuff. There was a single there, but Max was caught ball watching and didn't see his partner charging down. But the partnership is worth 22. The communication should be better. Small first mistake of their partnership, actually. That one almost the second as the bowler did not see where the ball was coming. Max hits it in the air. There was a catching chance, but the bowler chose to evade. Understandably so, though. We saw in the very first game that was played at Westville, man got hit in the face. So we don't want those types of things happening here. That's how we end the over as well. There are 5 overs remaining, and after 4, we have Northerns who are on 43 or 44 for 2. They need 10 more runs 30 more balls, they can take this 2 runs per over at a time. Or they can just blast 10 in one go. What do you guys want? Blast 10, right? Blast the 10 runs. But they can take their time. They have 5 overs to do it. It's Gaugelo Mayepa. He's a B2 bowler, right armour, coming over the wickets, bowling to Max. Max hits it in the air. Max loving the ball going into the air. It seems like he fed his bat some Red Bull because he keeps giving that ball some wings. The ball coming into that mid-on area. It's 45 for 2. 9 runs needed now. Lesufi, the left armour, the ball swinging back from Mayepa. It seemed as if it was going outside the off stump, but just rolled back towards the middle. Lucky to get wild bat on ball. We told you he's opening himself up and he's standing on the wide line. What a good shot that was from Max, from Lesufi. You see why he does that, and they get 2 runs, sliding his way home. He's opening himself up. The ball was targeted for the middle stump, which means he has room to just swing himself, and he gets that ball to the open space. Now 7 needed. 3 balls remaining in the over. It's Gaugelo Mayepa bowling to Lesedi Lesufi. Lesufi smart walks across the stump as he reaches the ball, which was way outside the off stump. You see how Mayepa is compensating. That ball was on behind him. Now this time going outside the off stump. But the smart batting of Lesufi aware of that and is able to steal a single, bringing Max on strike. He's on 21 from 20. 6 runs needed. 25 balls. Smashing shots, but there's protection up in the deep. Towan is running towards it. Max is running for the second, and the throw is a little bit timid, but even if it was strong, Max would have made it home. Conviction in the call. And with that, it takes them to 50 runs for Northerns. Fantastically played, and that means 4 more runs needed. Something that Max is very capable of, since we've seen. Tries to crack at that, but just hitting it straight into the ground, and it goes absolutely nowhere. And it's a dot ball to end that over. We have the 5 overs completed. 4 overs remaining. What's that? We have Lesedi Lesufi. He did a couple of push-ups. I'm sure he's ready now. 50 for 2. It's 50 for 2. 4 runs remaining. 1 blow needed, or 1 run per over. Lesufi is on strike. There seems to be a little bit of confusion trying to figure out what's happening. But it seems as if Lesufi is on strike. 4 runs remaining. Towane, he's standing out in that sweeper area, but it's close by on that cover. Just looking for who the bowler is. Mukonderere is the new bowler, number 16. The struggles are real. Michael Mukonderere, the struggles are real here for Limpopo. They need 8 wickets to win this match before Northerns can score 4. Very difficult equation to balance. Even the master physicians can't solve that one. But do they have the scientists in these bowling departments? Does Limpopo? 4 more overs, 4 more runs. Lesufi is on strike. Michael Mukonderere with the ball. Right armour over the wicket. Rolls it off the crease as he's bowling it. And a no ball signalled by the umpire. Lesufi getting back onto it as he had to run to where his leg stump is. Smash that. It's 2 more runs now needed. Max Hertzen is on strike. He is on 23. The Northerns players are ready. 2 runs needed. Michael Mkonderere. Oh, what a shot! What a blast that was from Max Hertzen. I was not ready for that. And that is game. And that is how you finish T20 cricket. Look at him standing at a crease like a master. That was a master inning indeed, and he deserves every reward. 27 from 23 balls. Northerns have made light work of the chase, winning against Limpopo by 8 wickets as they post 56 for 2 with a cracking strike behind the legs by Max Hertzen. And that is how we bring the end to a 9-over feast. The match was played in fast forward. It's 12:30 as we bring the end to this match, and congratulations to Northerns who win this match by 8 wickets. And it's been us at Pitch Vision bringing you the first match at Tills Crescent Sports Grounds, where Northerns were playing Limpopo, and now we await for the second match that we have on offer for you. So we say do not go anywhere. It's more Blind Cricket South Africa T20 National Tournament that we'll have bringing you for you, and we are at Pitch Vision TV. We'll see you when the next match begins.